Well, it is time that I actually do something with Texas. I know I've been ignoring this state like the freaking plague. I have not wanted to talk about this race for months. I've wanted to avoid it so much, but I think it's time we actually look into it. And again, the reason that I didn't want to ever talk about this race is simple. It's Texas. It's a shit show. It's going to be a mess. But I think it's time we should probably look into what's happening in Texas because the governor's race there, very important for the future of Texas. And again, Republicans, whoever runs, whoever nominee is going to win by like 10 points at least. Against freaking Beto. Give me a break. Yeah, I mean, Beto's doubling down on the gun shit. It's not going to go well for him. But either way, this is probably the most important governor's race Texas has seen in decades. And we'll get into it. But before we start today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, let's try to hit 365 likes on this video. That'd be greatly appreciated. Oh my god, excuse me. And yes, let's get into it. So, let me get this out of the way right off the bat. I do not support Abbott. I support Don Huffines. He is the best Republican on the issue, and I will prove that today. He's not a shitty neocon, like, woke Republican. He's a real conservative on issues that actually matter. So that's my disclaimer. I fully endorse Don. He's a really good guy, and he's the best Republican on the issues. Now, I'm just going to say this right off the bat. One of the candidates, the main four candidates, there's really four candidates that matter. Chad Prather, just ignore him. That guy is just, he's a meme. That's all he is. He's essentially just one big meme running for governor. He's just going to get like 1% of the vote and just leave. That's all he's going to do. But yes, so there's really only three candidates that matter. Abbott, Huffines, whatever you want to call him. Again, Huffines I think it is, but I may say Huffines. Excuse my French. And then you got Allen West. Now, all three of them has good qualities, right, in them. But one of them is the worst of them all, and that's Abbott. Abbott is overrated by Conservative Inc., by Populist Inc., for God knows what reason. Abbott is the most overrated governor in the United States right now for Republicans. Is he good on some issues? Yeah, congratulations. You're good on guns and abortion in Texas. Good job. Just standing ovation. You're good on the issues in frickin' Texas. I know it's getting more Democrat, which not really anymore, but we'll get to that in a future video. But still, Texas is one of the most conservative Christian states in the United States. If you were pro-choice in Texas and anti-gun, you would never win in that state. I don't care how many Californians move there. That state would never vote for a pro-choice, anti-gun Democrat. It just will never happen. So Abbott's good on abortion. He signed an abortion bill. Good. That's a good thing. And an actual abortion bill after 6 weeks. I do like that. And he did sign the election reform bill, but guys, read into it. It's a scam. It does nothing. It adds like one restriction to election reform. That's all it does. It doesn't fix what happened in Dallas, which go look up the suspicious stuff that happened in Dallas. So I'm not going to get into it, but just look up National File Dallas. That's all you need to know because that's not good what happened there. But all that the election reform does is like make it slightly harder for bullshit to happen. That's about it. It does nothing of note. It's overrated and it got overhyped by Conservative Inc. And Abbott has just been off on the transgender cult. He's been off on critical race theory. He's been garbage. I don't know why Populist Inc. loves this guy. Yes, he has a good picture with him having a gun aimed at the camera, but that's all that he's ever had good going for him. That's it. Abbott is overrated. I don't know why they love him on the right, but he's overrated. Overrated governor. Not that good. He's okay on some issues, better than certain ass Hutchinson in certain Arkansas, but that's not saying much. He's better than those Republicans, but he's a step below some other Republicans and 30 steps below DeSantis. So there's that. So, Abbott, that's my issue with him. He has no substance. He's just there. Then you got Allen West. He's not awful. I think he's okay on the issues. He's okay Republican. But here's the issue. He was a Florida representative in Florida's 22nd. He went from northern Miami, or the Miami area, to Texas. You know I don't have an issue with people like that move from the Panhandle to Alabama to run for a race. I have a huge issue when you move from frickin' Miami to frickin' Dallas, or wherever he went to, Garland, so Texas. I have a big issue when people do that. That's what I hate about some candidates. If you move like one state over or district over, I don't care. They're basically the same. Like moving from Oklahoma to Texas, that's not a big deal. But when you move from Florida to Texas, I have an issue. And oh, by the way, he was the former chair of the Texas Republican Party. And he has not been he's not been good. As a Texas GOP, or former chair of it, he was not that good. He kind of just stood there, kind of just shook his fist, and that's about it. He did nothing of note. So, Allen West is awful on the fact he moved from Florida to Texas, and he did jack shit as Texas chairman, but he's okay on the issues, like election reform, critical race theory, he's okay on that stuff. But the one true candidate that's the best Republican, and I believe would win wider margin than Abbott would. I don't care what people say. I think Huffines would win by a lot wider margin than Abbott would. Here is why. For one, Don is actually good on the issues. Go look up his campaign page. It's not this garbage of, we need to stop socialism. Socialism is taking over America. Garbage. Instead, it talks about the issues. Election reform, stopping critical race theory, stopping the transgender cult. He actually said this. I mean, there's not some, like, neocon that's like, we must stop the radical left. Instead, he calls it what it is, a transgender cult. So, that alone gives me 100% I endorse him. But not only that, he did some big things while running for governor. Again, he's still running, obviously. But he was the one to expose Abbott. So Abbott essentially was saying, we're fighting against critical race theory and the radical left garbage. Abbott got exposed hard by Huffines, who essentially proved, Abbott, you have freaking, you've been funding transgender ideology in the Texas Department of Family Protective Services. That's not a joke. And also, were teaching critical race theory at the statewide government. That's not a joke. Go look it up. That alone should tell you that Abbott is full of shit. He's done nothing as governor. And surprisingly, Huffines is good on border security. He wants to eliminate property taxes, thank God. And surprisingly, he wants to actually abolish abortion and ban gender reassignment surgery. That is just beautiful. Absolutely giga chad. Absolutely perfect. Now, again, there is only one issue I have with Huffines. Alright, well, one issue people claim. I don't have an issue with it. I'm going to debunk it. But he lost in 2018. He lost as a state senator. That's right, he was actually a state senator before he ran for governor back in 2018. Can I just say this for a fact? Do you not know where Senate District 16 is in Texas? Right here. Just north of frickin' Dallas. This isn't like a southern part of, the Dallas County or even like Ellis County. It's in the heartland of Dallas, just north of it. Not even Collin County or Denton. This is directly north of Dallas, like right on the edge. And this is the one district that trended the most Democrat from 2012 to 2020. Yeah, no shit, he's probably gonna lose it. In a blue wave year? Yeah, no, he's gonna lose it. Wow, congratulations. I mean, that's such a smooth brain take that Well, Don Huffines lost 2018 in a blue wave year in one of the most Democrat trending state Senate districts in Texas. And also, this district, not even beforehand, wasn't that necessarily good to Republicans. It's just recent years that finally started to show up in the ballot box. So, that's a bunch of garbage. I mean, you look at the shift from 2016 to 2020, Collin County shifted 12 points, Dallas 6 points. But in particular, the parts that trended the most Democrat was northern Dallas and southern Collin County. And take a guess where his district is. Northern Dallas. So losing by only 9 in a blue wave year, that's pretty freaking good. In fact, I would say that gives him a better electability argument than freaking Abbott. Yes, I know Abbott won statewide by like 17 or whatever it was, but go look with the candidate. That clown was awful. I mean, anybody would have beat him by 16. So this garbage that, well, he can't win at a statewide level because he lost 2018 is garbage. So again, go look up Senate District 16. I mean, it's only like 40% white, like actually white. Yeah, no shit that Huffines probably would lose it. But yeah, so nutshell, Huffines is the best overall Republican. Chad Prather's a meme. Alan Westridge is there, and Abbott still can't walk. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button down below. Subscribe, share with your friends, hit the little bell, and yes, follow me on Getter, Gab, whatever you want to follow me on, and yes, thank you guys for watching.